Welcome to That's Good Sports. I am Brandon, the NFL Network's Adam Rank's worst nightmare, Perna. About 3 weeks ago, I made a video critiquing Adam Rank's god-awful prediction that the Denver Broncos would go 2-14 in 2019. A video that did pretty well, so thanks to everyone who watched that. It did so well, in fact, that I believe Adam Rank reviewed the masterpiece right here on YouTube.
Some of you have really put some effort into ripping me.
Effort? You made it too easy, Adam. Predicting the worst record in the NFL for a team whose floor is 5 wins just doesn't make any sense. A team who has a veteran and a competent quarterback in Joe Flacco millionaire. The ripping was the easy part, Adam.
Broncos fans are all over me.
Yeah, we are. Just like white rice on stinky shit. We are all over you. We are in you. In your head. In your head. And now that we have cleared the air, do I actually love Adam Rank? Because he paid attention to me. Is that all I really want? Acknowledgement? If there are any psychiatrists watching, please answer this for me. Let's get sports. Before I get into it, a lot of you ask me every time I wear this shirt where I got it. I got it from the place you see on the neck right here. Special t-shirt company, but they are no longer in business. They sent me the shirt. Their website doesn't exist, so I don't know if you can get it. I sent them a DM on Twitter to see if I could get the design, if I could buy the design from them, but I have not heard back. But I would like to try to sell these shirts here, since nobody ever asks where they can get a That's Good fucking sports shirt. Anyway, I just wanted you to know. Alright, now, I cannot confirm that Adam Rank was referring to my video, but I don't know who else made a well-produced video and then posted it on YouTube about his terrible predictions. What other idiots have that kind of time on their hands?
I've seen a lot of clown emojis over the last couple of days, but you know what, really? Step up your game on that, because some of you have really put some effort into ripping me. I will even say this: the next generation of filmmakers, the next Jon Favreau, or the next Christopher Nolan, or the next Kevin Smith, no, they're not making motion pictures. What they're doing is they're ripping me on YouTube, and the production value is through the roof. And you've mentioned some of those teams. The Broncos fans are all over me.
Did Adam Rank compare me to Jon Favreau, Christopher Nolan, and Kevin Smith?
The next Jon Favreau, or the next Christopher Nolan, or the next Kevin Smith. No, they're not making motion pictures. What they're doing is they're ripping me on YouTube.
Did he compare Will Keyes to Charlie Kaufman?
Oh, you're an idiot.
No, but he definitely compared me to 3 filmmakers I truly respect. The weird part is, I did think I would be the next Kevin Smith or Jon Favreau, or at worst, Michael Bay, but settled for fake sports anchor when I realized I'm not talented or patient enough to be a real filmmaker.
No, senor! No, senor! Chicago!
So I do have to credit Rank for hitting me where it hurts, for giving me the sickest burn to date. He said the next generation of filmmakers are ripping me on YouTube. I'm 34 fucking years old. I should technically be this generation of filmmakers. That's something you say about a 20-year-old kid who posts his student film on YouTube and you're surprised by how moved you are by it, even though there are technical flaws with the production. Even though there are technical flaws with the production. Even though there are technical flaws with the production. Not a failing grown man desperately seeking attention in the world of sports media so he feels validated after spending the last 7 years of his life posting football videos to the internet and only achieving minimal success. I want moderate success, damn it. Kevin Smith was 23 when he made Clerks. 23! I've worked with Kevin Smith, name drop, and I was terrified and made absolutely no impression on him. I watched Swingers after my first big breakup, and no movie had ever spoken to me the way that one did at the time. Swingers was made 23 years ago. Who knows how young Jon Favreau was when he actually wrote it, but he was 29 when it came out. Probably the same age my parents thought I'd come out. Christopher Nolan? Well, he's on a different level. I could have never been him. My point is, Adam Rank knows damn well I'm nowhere close to being any of those guys, and that compliment really was a reminder of all of my professional failures. So thank you, Adam. He knows he's got a sweet gig at the NFL Network, and he never actually has to worry about a pissant like me stealing his job because I've got over 1,000 videos on YouTube demonstrating my inability to never go more than 5 fucking minutes without saying the word fuck. Instead of making a leap trying to produce or direct a film, I looked at what guys like Adam Rank are doing and thought, hey, I can do that shit better, or at least funnier. And guess what, Adam? You're wrong.
Is they're ripping me on YouTube, and the production value is through the roof.
The production value here sucks. This show could be so much better with some actual production resources, the kind you have access to, but don't take full advantage of. My production budget is $0 a month. That's what ESPN, NFL Network, hell, even Barstool Sports blindly ignore. They could have a pretty good sports comedy show at half the price of what they're paying, say, Katie Nolan. I'd say Adam Rank, but he probably doesn't make that much at NFL Network. At least that's what their budget cuts indicate. So instead of having a co-producer and a $350,000 set, I sit here wearing my dumb little sports jacket with the t-shirt underneath, a look Rank stole, so he appears to be more relatable to millennials or some shit, not to mention Kyle Brandt's show stealing my graphic stylings. But I sit alone here in my damp basement, inhaling dangerous amounts of radon with each breath between football jokes, pretending to be a pro TV talker and pretending maybe, just maybe, some high-powered exec will take a chance on this show and I could pay Will Keyes a livable salary. But then I looked to Kevin Smith, a man who just today tweet quoted one of his tweets from 10 years ago that reads, 10 years in and we bone like we're cheating on each other with each other. A decade plus and her clit/brown/taint area still owns my dick. And it's those filthy words that remind me it's okay to still give out the Big Dick Player Award on YouTube, and that I'd rather crash and burn being myself, which is an inarticulate fuck talker who will only sell out when the money is like real good, than lie to football fans about 2-14 records just for the clicks. If the NFL will employ Tyreek Hill, Adrian Peterson, Ben Roethlisberger, Kareem Hunt, and worst of all, Joe Buck's fluffer, then they have no excuse in not taking a chance on a guy whose biggest crime is getting a fucking ticket for being on his cell phone while driving through Culver City, where the NFL Network is headquartered. Oh, the irony. The irony that I still don't know what the hell irony actually is. Saying I'm the next Christopher Nolan is a worse prediction than the 2-14 record for the Broncos, because there's no way in hell I will ever get to reboot Batman. Hollywood knows if I were given that chance, I'd make the story so dark you'd think you were watching a snuff film, and Batman would just do lots of cocaine and end up killing Tom Brady in every movie, only to bring him back to life so he could kill him again. You want to see how I got these scars? They're from the official TB12 do-it-yourself plastic surgery method. What I'm trying to say, Adam, can I call you Adam? Is that please at me the next time you're going to go onto the NFL Network and talk about which team's fans hate you the most. If you just name drop me on Good Morning Football, especially to Kay Adams, or maybe to Joey Buskirk of Digital Strategy for the NFL, who followed me on Twitter, and maybe tell Kyle Brandt to give me that Friday afternoon time slot, all will be forgiven. I promise. I will stop making videos about you making videos about me unless we do it so many times that we create a real life Inception scenario that would force Christopher Nolan to make a sequel called Spermception about an endless layering spiral of wet dreams. I'll stop calling you Mr. Clean, even though that's kind of a cool nickname. I'll stop sending you emails titled Secret NFL Scoop, but then just link you to gross Pornhub videos. I'll stop hiding dead fish under the floor mats of your 2014 Honda CR-V, which you probably own outright like a rich snob. I'll stop telling people you like Nickelback and Imagine Dragons, and we will call it even. All you have to do is get me, the biggest threat to your masculinity, my own show at NFL Network or HBO Max following Friends. Everybody likes Friends. I know you're just trying to get views. And guess what? So am I. Just in very different ways. Where you put in zero effort, I scratch and claw and get a fraction of the eyeballs that you get by virtue of somehow sleeping your way onto national TV, albeit subscriber based. I guess I could sleep my way onto TV too, but I'm like married and I totally love my wife, and not just because she clearly doesn't have high standards. And that, friends, is how you make the world's worst video resume for the NFL Network, assuring YouTube remains your only professional home. It's July in the NFL, which means there's plenty of time to think about how much we hate ourselves. God, please let the preseason start. Thanks for watching another episode of That's Good Sports. Please subscribe here on YouTube. You gotta get me more subscribers than everyone at the NFL Network combined. I'm on Twitter, Instagram, if you want to talk to me there. Make sure you give my writing partner @WillKey6 a follow on Twitter. And yes, we're patiently waiting for actual football to happen again.